Let's take an unrelated example. There was a terrorist murder and stabbing in Hartlepool on October the 15th, 2023. A pensioner was stabbed to death by a Moroccan asylum seeker enraged about Gaza. All press reporting on the incident was banned by a government D notice. It was only when the trial was over on May the 17th, 2024, that the details were released. This move, I venture, was not about protecting the integrity of the case. It was about managing the public reaction, either to shield the government from embarrassment or stop anger rising on the streets. The affair shows it is not only Labour who engage in the secrecy game. The widespread hostility towards Starmer, needless to say, has only worsened in the light of the new Southport development. Once again, he has appeared out of touch with public anger and public concerns. All he can do now is say we should let the police and the CPS do their jobs and wait for a trial to establish the facts. He has been perceived as an elitist technocrat, managing and manipulating the people rather than leading them. Because what the concealment of these terrorism charges say is that the state, politically led by Starmer, does not trust us to know what's happening in our country without turning to violence or extremism. It suggests we do not deserve to know about the potential threats facing us and our families. It reduces us to impotent pawns, awaiting in ignorance to suffer for the state's policy failures. It also suggests that, in general, the government is losing control of crime and certain kinds of religious political fanaticism. Their solution? Cover up any suggestion it is happening. Even though it is obvious to those of us who pay attention, they are banking on the average normie not being aware. These folks are expected to go to work, create tax revenue, come home, watch trash TV, and not worry about their society teetering on the abyss. Perhaps to some extent this is working. Observe how the story, though it flared angrily for a few days, has been semi-forgotten while we await the trial in January. When the verdict is reached, the story may be briefly resurrected, but I fear it could soon slide away again and be one more tragedy in a terrible growing list.